Hey everyone, my name is PJ Medine. I play guitar in the band Breakthrough, and today I'm taking a look at the Mooer GTRS S800 and its partner in crime, the GTRS PTNR Amp. The S800 features an onboard effects processor onto which you can load custom patches designed in the GTRS mobile application, and those patches include preamps, cab sims, and effects. In order to engage the onboard processor, all you have to do is turn the super knob on. You're going to see it switch through some colors here. That means it's loading up. And then you can change the patches within your guitar simply by pressing the button on the knob. That's going to change your colors here. Each color signifies a different patch. In addition to switching patches using the super knob, you can also purchase the optional GTRS GWF4 Bluetooth pedal. You can switch the patches by clicking the foot pedals. It syncs up with your guitar so your patches switch immediately. And in addition to being a channel switcher, you can use this to be a tap tempo. So if you have a time-based effect on one of your patches, you can simply tap that patch's pedal, and that's going to set your tempo for you. And this pedal can be used as a tuner. That's going to display right here on the screen. All right, so to really show you what this guitar can do, I'm going to dive into the app. I'm now in the application, so I'm going to click connect. Because I have the onboard effects processor on my guitar turned on, it's going to find the guitar and list it under my device. So I'm going to click on GTRS, and that's going to start loading up the guitar and finding all of the patches I've previously created and sunk with the guitar. Once it's done loading, I'm going to get a green check mark. That means I'm ready to start mixing. So here we go. I'm going to click on the wrench icon. That's going to take me into the main screen where it shows me my guitar. I'm going to click on the flashing super knob here, and that's going to take me into my patches, which I can change either using the screen or using the Bluetooth channel switcher. As you can see, the app comes with a bunch of different pre-designed options that you can use. You can also click on any of them and start changing things if you want. I'm not really going to go through a whole lot of that. You can take my word for it and try it yourself when you get this thing. Okay, let's go back to my patches here. So within each patch, you can see that you have a bunch of different effect options: dynamic, mod, overdrive, boost, delay, reverb, as well as amp and cab options. And within each of these, you have the ability to go choose different options, which is really, really cool. And then once you're done, you can start EQing those using the EQ options. By the way, you can choose any of these and drag them around. I like to have mine set up as if I'm using an effects loop on my Marshall TSL 100. And by the way, I mix my stuff to sound pretty Marshall-y because that's what I know. I'm just going to quick run you through some of my patches here so you can hear what the stuff sounds like when it's going DI. This is my clean patch. Here is my rhythm. And here is my lead. Once you're done mixing your patches, you go ahead and just click on this save option. You can then title it, tell it what category you want it to save under, and then click OK, and that's going to save it. You also have the ability to save to the cloud using that upward facing save option, where you can choose your title, your description, the amp type, so that when people are on the cloud, they can search by amp type and find your patch. And then you can access the cloud simply by clicking the cloud icon. This application has a bunch of different functions. I'm not going to go into all of them in this video because I want the focus to remain the guitar and the little amp. So let's switch gears and check out the PTNR amp. The PTNR amp is pretty point and shoot. It's really simple to use. It's basically a speaker, a volume knob, and a jack, and a charging port. you plug into this amp and you get out what you put into it. So you're running all of your effects out of here. So they're going to go straight into there. There's no doctoring once they hit the amp. There's no EQ options. It's just whatever you get out of your guitar, you get through the amp itself. It's pretty easy to use. I've really enjoyed having the option to have this sit on my desk, and then I can just get out this guitar, turn it on, plug in, and play. So you can hear the difference between how the GTRS S800 sounds DI as opposed to how it sounds through the little amp. I did prepare a track for you to listen to that features both, so let's check that out now. This is the Mooer GTRS S800, and this is the GTRS PTNR Amp. They're really, really cool pieces of gear. Go ahead and check out my video description. I'll link out to them there. And I just want to share some quick notes about this guitar. It's got great playability. It's got a really comfortable feel. In fact, it reminds me quite a bit of a Fender Player Series Stratocaster, which is a fantastic guitar in my opinion. When it showed up, it did need a setup, and like any guitar that you get straight out of a factory, you should get it set up by a luthier. And the string tree was pulling the B and E strings down at a really severe angle, which kind of affected the tuning stability for those strings. But I brought this into Brown's Guitar Factory in Inver Grove, Minnesota. Those are some luthiers that I trust with my life. And they did a basic setup and got this thing in really great condition. I mean, it was totally playable when it got to my house, but they improved it even more. So props to Brown's. Check them out if ever you're in Minnesota. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you.